I am Kwame Kuadey, founder of Thrive Company. Our website is thrivecompany.com. I am from Baltimore, Maryland in the US. And my message is, if you get the opportunity, travel, be curious, and expand your territory.
Nice. TikTok, let's talk. This is the Miten Shah Show. We've asked the same 7 questions to entrepreneurs from all over the world to figure out what makes us tick. TikTok, let's talk. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here with Kwame, who was actually the first person to sign up to doing these interviews. So Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Where are you from, and how do you explain what your business does to a 7-year-old child?
I live in Baltimore, Maryland in the US, and I have a small business consulting firm, and basically we help small businesses grow online. We do anything from digital marketing to search engine optimization. We help them get prepared for financing, and I think the biggest value we bring to them is because I am a seasoned entrepreneur. I know what they're going through.
Yeah.
So when we work with companies that are going through challenges, we're right there with them from the beginning, and we are a true partner to them.
So using the internet, you make sure small businesses become huge businesses.
Yes.
Nice.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Tell me, what got you started on this journey?
Well, I used to own a previous business that was an online business. It was called Gift Card Rescue, and I grew that into a very big company. It was very successful. But when I started Gift Card Rescue 10 years ago, I had to learn everything. I had to learn search engine optimization. I had to learn digital marketing. I had to keep up with what got a business to become a powerhouse online. And so when the business started growing and I started hiring people, I was in control of the marketing program because I knew what works. I knew the expectations to put on them because I have done it all by myself.
Yeah.
So it was something that came to me naturally.
Yeah.
So once I exited that business and started this, it was a natural thing for me to go to, because over the years I've also consulted with several startups, helped them online, and I felt like this is something I could do and be able to turn it into a big business.
Yeah, so you did something so good that you knew other people could benefit from it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me, what keeps you up at night and what makes you jump out of bed in the morning?
I'm going to turn it around.
Yeah.
Nothing keeps me at night anymore because I have learned to accept the process. I think that as an entrepreneur, there's a path. Everything's happening for a reason. And I look at it from, if there's pain and pressure, there's a reason for it. If there's pain, it's because either there's something you know you should be doing that you're not doing, or the pain or pressure is leading you to change course or head in a particular direction. So listen to that pain or pressure. It's good. Pain is good. Pressure is good. Fear is good. You just need to listen to what it's telling you. And once you listen to that, it allows you to pivot or head in the direction that you need to head. So I don't worry about that. I just try to understand, why is this happening and what can I learn from it?
Yeah. When you're saying that, I was seeing it from a slightly different angle, that if it's not difficult, everyone will be doing it. And only if you're doing something difficult are you pushing the boundaries.
Yes. And I think that we need that pressure because we naturally, as I don't know if it's human behavior, we naturally would not push ourselves to do the things that are most required to get us to the next level unless there's friction, unless there's pressure, unless we're backed into a corner. So when I get into that situation, I always want to ask myself, why is this happening? What can I learn from it? How can I make this good?
Yeah, sweet. So following up from that, what do you know now that you wish you knew when you started?
Trust yourself.
Nice.
Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. Trust your guts. I think that for a long time, I went into business, and no matter how successful I was, and I've been pretty successful, and no matter how successful I was, I didn't think I was good enough. So I thought I needed other experts to come in and tell me what I need to do. And when I look back now, I should have just trusted my own gut and keep going, because the journey teaches you, and if you learn the lessons that come from that, you're only going to get better.
Yeah, sweet. Following up from that, are there any mistakes that you've made that others can learn from?
Oh yeah, I've made many. Let me think about Let me, yeah, God, that's a lot. Let me think about the big ones. I think that the first one is probably raise money when you don't need it. Raise money when you don't need it. When you're desperate for money, it's much, much difficult because the people who, number one, the people who are you're thinking will fund you are gonna smell the fear. Because and two, the fundraising process is usually slow. And when you're desperate, you get frustrated because it's slow, and then they notice your desperation, and then they even slow the process down.
Oh yeah.
So you want to raise money when you don't need it, because then you have the time, you get the better valuation, you're patient, you will not take a bad deal, and you can just run through the course of the natural process and get the best deal you can get.
One more thing I'm thinking about now is you can also stick by your values a lot stronger than
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You don't cut corners or you don't take a bad deal because you're desperate.
You don't compromise. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. Looking back now, what are some of the moments in your business life that you're most proud, happy, content, satisfied with?
I think that, for me, it was when I won the EY Entrepreneur of the Year award in Maryland.
Okay.
If you're familiar with the EY Entrepreneur, is the biggest, most prestigious entrepreneur award in the world.
Yeah.
And to be recognized as an Entrepreneur of the Year in Maryland, a state that is next to Washington, D.C., so we have a lot of big companies, government contractors, we have people who are large businesses, and for my business to be recognized and to be recognized for that was really a proud moment. I think also being in the Inc. 500 was a big deal. I mean, you're one of the 500 fastest growing companies in America. It doesn't get any better than that.
No.
So, especially for small businesses. So I think I'll probably pick those two because it validated me as an entrepreneur, and it made me feel that, you know what, I know what I'm doing. I may make mistakes and I'll learn from them, but at the core, I know what I'm doing.
Tell me one thing then. That night going to sleep, what were you thinking? That, okay, this is awesome, or what's next?
I was actually scared.
Yeah.
I was actually scared because I didn't think that I could get. I couldn't think what is next. I couldn't think what can I do next.
Yeah.
If you've been in the Inc. 500, what is next?
Yeah.
But now I know what is next. I feel like the impact you make to your clients is more important. It's the daily satisfaction of helping, in my space, helping a business owner get through the challenge they're getting through. That's a permanent impact. So now I find value in that. But yeah, it was scary because I'm thinking, okay, it can only go down from here, but no, actually, it can only go up from here.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Tim Ferriss question. So if you had a billboard and you could put out a message to humanity, what would that message be?
I think that if you have the opportunity, travel. If you have opportunity, travel. Okay. I think travel is a good equalizer and a good educator.
Okay.
And I think that for somebody that, I'm originally from Ghana, went to the U.S. and being an immigrant in the United States, and I came with a perspective, and I think that travel, giving myself opportunities to travel, has opened my eyes and giving me understanding culturally, also as an entrepreneur, what is out there, what is possible, and also understanding different cultures and different people is a strength, because then you're able to navigate a lot of spaces easily because you have that context. So I would say that the billboard would say, if you have the opportunity, travel.
Yeah. Following, because I liked how you said open your eyes. So maybe a suggestion is open your eyes, let your mind and body travel.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. It's and the core of that is about learning.
Yeah.
Being curious.
So your mind also.
Yeah. Being curious about it doesn't necessarily mean you're traveling the world, but leave your environment and experience different people, different cultures, and be curious about people that are not like you.
Yeah. Experience and travel. Nice. Yeah. How has EO made a difference in your personal, family, business, or community life?
I think with EO, it's one of the best decisions that I've made. For two reasons. I think the first one is that for somebody that had to go from one business to another. I think, you are in a forum with EO, and at each particular time, somebody's going through something.
Yeah.
Somebody's high, somebody's low, somebody's in between. And 6 months later, the person that was high is now low. And so you go through that enough, and you realize that when you are low, you will get through it because you've watched somebody get through it. So that's a big sort of strength to be able to see it real time, that you're in an environment with entrepreneurs, some very impressive people who sometimes you have preconceived notions about how they're living, how they're doing, even though you're in the forum with them. And then they're doing great, and the next thing you know is they lose one client, and then they're back on their knees, and then they get through that, and you watch that, and it's very encouraging. I think the second thing for me about EO has been just the tribe. As you grow as an entrepreneur, your friend circles shrink. Because people that you grew up with, people that you were friends with, people you even went to college with, they don't get you anymore. And having somebody that gets you, you find out you're hanging out more and spending more time with your EO people because they get you.
And they let you be you.
Yes. Exactly.
So from that tribe to the tribe making Lego.